Degenerosity. This one is called Freaky Books. I don't wanna. The thumbnail's a freaky looking thumbnail. Let me just say that it's an old person, and it looks a little freaky. You know, I don't know what this is about. If this is what I'm thinking it's about, I don't have much experience with freaky books, but I got some. Oh, he got age restricted? Oh, we might be cooked. Oh well. Alright, yeah.
One of my New Year's resolutions for this year is to read more books. I want to get better at my vocabulary and maybe gain new perspectives and understanding of the people and the world around me. Because it's good to always feed your brain, and knowledge is power. But almost every book I picked up was boring. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, wizards aren't real.
Hey man, I read the first few Harry Potters and I was kind of good off of that. I ain't gonna lie. I read the first few Harry Potters and I was like, they're okay.
Wizards aren't real. Why am I reading this? The Great Gatsby, a man is head over heels over a married woman when he should know he's just a side piece.
Right.
I'm not reading.
I feel it.
Almost no books were able to hit me. None of them connected with me. I was starting to question, what's the point of me learning to read as a child if it was only gonna give me the ability to read books like this or memes like that? Why do I even have eyes when all my hope was lost? I remember the genre of books that I knew for a fact would increase my vocabulary drastically. Freaky books. Now, when talking about freaky books,
brother,
I think we have the same idea of what I mean. Stuff like 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah.
Talk to you dirty.
Yeah, that's the one.
Kinda like the
I didn't read 50 Shades, but I know some of the things that happen in 50 Shades. Let me just say that because too many people I was around read that shit. So unfortunately, I had the indecency to to witness bad stuff. I just don't want to talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
Now, when talking about
let's not talk
books, I think we
50 Shades of Grey is crazy.
What I mean. 50 Shades of Grey. Books that only talk to you dirty. The explicit scriptures. Kind of like the Hub, but words. Now, I don't have much experience reading these types of books. I only went as far as reading my fair share of Twilight and Scooby-Doo fanfiction.
Okay, now I read Twilight a little bit. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I read Twilight because everybody read that shit, low key. Listen, honestly, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's a teenager's wonderland, a girl teenager's wonderland. It's not that bad, but definitely wouldn't read it now. Definitely wouldn't read it now. Definitely wouldn't read it at my age now.
My fair share of Twilight and Scooby-Doo fanfics when I was a kid.
My mom touched it and never read it. Never touched the book again.
Would be kind of a new step forward in my life. But I don't want to just read any freaky book. 50 Shades of Grey never looked like something I would enjoy.
Yeah.
It was geared toward 40-year-old lonely white woman,
and
I'm clearly not in that demographic. So I want to read a book about something that I can relate to, something that can connect with me in a spiritual way. And in my search to find the perfect freaky book, I discovered the author, Quan Mills. Quan Mills is a world-famous author known for some of their best-selling titles, such as My Baby Mama is a Loser.
No, not this guy, bro. I know this dude. Stop. Get these off my screen. I hate this. Okay, if y'all don't know, this is basically like the Black Hood version of like 50 Shades. Like, it just is. It's the ghetto version of 50 Shades. That's all it is. I hate I hate this. This is such a meme, bro. Get it off my screen, bro.
Known for some of
He's
their
such
best-selling titles, such as
DJin, you're so unserious.
My Baby Mama is a Loser. Pregnant by my mother's gay husband. This hoe got roaches in her crib. My psycho baby daddy. This got a small. And this got a small. The sequel. Now they say never judge a book by its cover. But if I saw books like this when I went to school, I probably would have been more motivated to read back then and not be in my current situation.
Shut up, bro.
These books sound awesome. As much as I want to read all these books, today I'm gonna be reading some excerpts from one of Quan's Next Door.
What? That was the thumbnail, by the way.
Meet Vernita Ernestine Washington.
Yo, this was no, bro. Why are you doing this? Why are you so bored? Oh, he's so bored, bro. This was the thumbnail, by the way. This is the thumbnail.
Oh, let me read you a bit of the
That's what I was talking about, bro.
Vernita Ernestine Washington, a feisty 76-year-old woman who doesn't care what you think about her ways, especially for a woman her age. Yeah, she might be a senior citizen, but she'd be the first to tell you age ain't nothing but a number. She's convinced the honeycomb between her legs doesn't taste a day older than 40.
What?
Whoa. That's a 5-star meal.
Stop! Shut up, bro. This guy is so stupid. He's so stupid. Bro, stop, bro. 76-year-old is so crazy.
For some time now, Vernita is determined to make up for her stale marriage. However, when a major health scare sets her back, she finds herself losing everything. Reality sets in that her time on Earth is about to come to a close. Now faced with a death sentence, Vernita seeks to live out her remaining days being the biggest old super freak. At this point of the summary, how can you not be hooked? I won't lie, what inspired me
I don't know, man. I don't know about this one, man.
Of this dude listening to it at a gas station.
Nasty woman. Call me a predator if you want to, but riding some young is truly what regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down.
What?
And that is why I have me not one,
Yo,
but two young on their way to my place.
Yo, this man's face is so funny, bro. Yo, his face is like, what the fuck is you listening to? The fuck? Yo, that's the type of shit that people be like, yeah, this internet shit, this technology shit, man, we ain't went too far, man. Yo, that's the type of face.
Call me a predator if you want to, but riding some young
Yo,
is
what?
truly what regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down. And that is why I have me not one, but two young on their way to my place.
Yeah, his face, bro.
For myself.
What
so
the
fuck? Read most of the first chapter together, because after reading it myself, I think it gives a good idea of how freaky this book is throughout
Hell
its
no.
entirety. Hopefully this video stays monetized.
You're not staying monetized, buddy. That shit is crazy. You might get me. I'm not even monetized. You might get me banned.
Let me tell you one motherfucking thing. I don't give a damn what you think about me and my age. Yeah, I might be 76 years old, but this
crazy.
big, thick between my tone brown legs don't act like it. This is the first paragraph, and I'm already in love.
Stop! Oh my god, he's so unserious, bro.
And I ain't ashamed to admit that I loves to drink brown liquor, smoke good reefer, and most definitely get my on.
What?
You heard that right. Yup. I loves to ride me a big old black.
All right.
Ain't nothing but a number, baby dog.
All right, now DJ, you read that without like thinking about it, huh? You just read all that. You just read that whole sentence without. All right, bro. Sometimes this YouTube stuff is not worth it, man. You know, I'm just saying, bro. All right.
Yup. I loves to ride me a
All
big old black. Age ain't nothing but a number, baby dog.
You know, sometimes we go too far as YouTubers, you know?
You best believe I like I was still 40. I love how I'm not even done with the first page yet, and I already know what type of woman this character is.
Yeah.
For real.
Now that old lady is crazy. She is.
Because for me, it instantly hooked me. I wanted to know more about this character. And her being the narrator of it only makes this story more engaging.
No.
Now, for all the young people out there, I can let you in on a secret if you're wondering why I did to stay so young and vibrant.
No.
If you thought going to the health club every day was my secret, then you guessed wrong.
No.
Now, don't get me wrong. I did get my little workout in at the health club.
No. God damn.
Be told, I
He's
really
going
went to
through
go
it.
Look at them fine young men's they be having up in there.
No.
You know, she low-key spitting facts. I be going to Planet Fitness, and I only see studs working out in there. It's truly a haven. If you think my secret is watching what I eat.
Hey, yo. What's good with you, bro?
Low-key spitting facts. I be going to Planet Fitness, and I only see studs working
I mean,
out
they do got studs in there, but relax, you know?
If you think my secret
relax,
is watching
buddy.
what I eat, then you guess wrong again.
Damn.
Baby, I gets down in the kitchen, and I sure
Stop.
love me some Popeye's chicken. Baby,
Stop.
give me a 2-piece dark spicy with a side
Stop,
of Asian
bro.
rice after a good down, and my
Shut the
sexy ass
fuck
will
up.
be in heaven. Normally, I'd be hyped for a Popeye's
I ain't gonna lie,
chicken,
Popeyes go
but
crazy,
right now
though.
I'm working with the CIA, so I'm gonna lay low.
Wait,
Baby,
whoa,
let me tell you what my number one
what? Huh? What was that?
heaven. Normally, I'd be hyped for a Popeye shout out like
What?
this, but right now they're working with the CIA, so I'm gonna.
Oh, they trying to kill people. That's crazy. They gonna kill me.
What my number one secret is. You ready? Hold on now. Get a little closer. My number one secret to living a long, happy, healthy life was making sure you surround yourself with some young folk. And by young folk, I mean some young. And when I say young, I'm talking 50 or 40. Maybe I'm talking young. Well, hold on a second.
Oh, whoa.
Between the ages of 20 and 30.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say, you gonna get me cooked today, bro. Like, this gonna get me off the internet today, man. Like, relax. Not trying to go there.
When I say young, I ain't talking 50 or 40.
I was scared. I got hella scared.
Well, hold on a second. Between the ages of 20 and 30. Okay. We good.
All right.
Call me a predator if you want to. But riding some young is truly what regulates my blood pressure.
Nah, read that shit, bro. Nah, don't laugh. Read that shit. Nah, you read this shit, bro. Read that shit. Don't laugh about it.
What regulates my blood pressure and keeps my cholesterol down. And that was why I had not one, but two young on their way to my place. I don't know what's crazy.
Hell no.
Randy doing a 2-man by herself or the dudes that agreed to do this.
I'm about to say, who are the old? You messing with old? Okay, bro.
That was my doorbell.
These 2 men are desperate.
As I hopped off my couch, sprinting toward the front door, cause my was ready to get this party started. Peeping out the front door's peephole, I took a quick scan just to make sure it was my double appointment.
Stop.
And it was. Hallelujah. I don't know if God got anything to do with this, but I'm glad she's happy.
I guess. You know.
Townhouse open. Afternoon. I uttered with a big ass smile stretched across my face. Child, you should have seen how suddenly Markel and this other sexy ass young man looked surprised. Guess they didn't think I'd open the door already, ready to get my f on. This sexy ass gasped, clutching his mouth. Yo, damn, it's like that. Markel smilingly exclaimed, rubbing his hard, muscular hands together.
Stop.
He scanned me up and down. His eyes were glued to every square inch of my body.
Stop.
Yo, this who we finna tag?
The other sexy young man chimed
Stop,
in.
Stop, bro. Not Markel. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is crazy.
Man, she old as fuck.
Bro has no respect for his elders.
She old as fuck.
He's gonna say that to her face?
Damn.
He ain't even walked in the house yet, and he's already being disrespectful.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
would've told his ass to leave if I was Miss Bernita. But don't worry, she gets mad at him too. All of a sudden, I could feel my blood boiling and a look of anger instantly on my face. I know they saw how mad I got. Old? Boy, your mammy is old. I ain't old. Markel smacked his teeth and said, man, chill the f out, Will. Trust me, Miss Bernita on point, bro. The other young...
Yeah, Will, like, I don't know about this one, dog.
I don't know about this, though.
I know about this one, dog.
This guy's still tripping about this. Man, this dude's out here that gets 0 girls.
That's true.
You finally
Damn.
Get one, you mad at it because the woman is older than your mom?
That's true. That's kind of true.
Audacity of people, am I right?
He's kind of spitting. He's kind of spitting.
I said, y'all letting all my cool air out. Markel glanced over at this Will friend of his, nodding affirmatively. Come on, bro. Trust me. We finna have some fun. Miss Bernita a vet.
Fine.
Will reluctantly muttered, and then the two of them walked inside my place. You see, this is where the real action begins. I'm prepared for this ride.
Oh, God.
Both Markel and Will were wearing black tank tops.
Why black, bro? Why black tank tops?
Muscular arms and shoulders. They looked like some straight-up gang members. But, ooh, baby, Miss Bernita just loved her some roughneck street.
Oh, no.
Markel was a little old chocolate stallion with Pacific Ocean waves sitting on top
What?
of his head. He had broad
Why is this so
shoulders,
descriptive?
cut-up arms, and a chest that looked like it was harder than steel. Standing at around 5'10", his young sexy ass looked like he was a good 200 pounds of all muscle.
Bro,
baby,
what?
Let me tell you, that of his weighed about a good 200
Stop.
pounds too.
Stop.
His other
Stop.
young man,
Stop.
Will,
Stop.
reminded me
Stop.
of that
Stop.
sexy, fine, light-skinned boy that plays on that show that comes on cable. What's the name of it again? Power? Y'all know what I'm talking
Shut
about.
up. Yo, this man is so serious, bro.
Tommy?
Who is this?
Ghost.
Bro, the artist,
I
the author of this book is crazy, bro. That's all I gotta say.
It again? Power? Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yo,
That
bro,
drug dealer
what?
with the beard. Tommy? Ghost. That's right. I almost forgot too. Wow.
Tommy's white, bro. Stop. Also, Power's pretty good.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. That drug dealer boy with the beard. Tommy?
Tommy don't even have a beard.
That's right.
I almost forgot too.
Why did they say Godfrey? It's cooked. Oh
With
yeah, it's
the both
cooked.
of
It's
them
cooked.
in
It's
front of
cooked.
me,
Oh, it's
we
ultra
marched
cooked.
straight into my living room. Y'all sit down and make yourself comfortable. I calmly instructed.
It's
I'm
cooked,
finna
it's
go
cooked.
get the reefer and a henny. Y'all smoking, right? Will's hazel eyes shot wide open out of shock. He looked at Markel.
Is she for real?
Yeah,
Is she for real?
she's cool. I'm telling you, bruh. This guy only speaks in bruh.
Will then looked back at me smiling, saying,
Damn. Hell yeah, I'm smoking. What you got? Some joints or something?
my brow raised.
Huh?
Don't try me. I might be old, but baby, I smoke nothing but blunts. Backwards, matter of fact. I got them Russian
Oh,
creams in
okay.
the back. Speaking of
Okay.
cream, I
What?
can feel my getting
Whoa,
juicier than a
whoa,
fresh
whoa,
Pyros.
whoa,
She cannot chill for
whoa,
one
whoa.
second.
I'm
She
about
really
to
got
say,
brain
can she relax? God damn. I'm sorry. Damn. I don't want to play that again, bro.
Than a fresh pie roast.
Damn.
She cannot chill for 1 second. She really got the brain of a freak.
She's a freak, bro. This is how Gooners, bro. This is, you know, this. I really believe this. This is how Gooners are in real life, bro. This is how they think. This is how their brain functions, bro. I swear it does.
What did you say? I turned my face up. I'd be damned if this young nigga was gonna disrespect me in my house.
What I'm trying to think is, why is he jumping up and down saying
That's what I'm saying.
Bro
What
got
are
a
we
little
doing?
too excited hearing about Russian creams.
Markel nudged Will in his shoulder.
Bro!
Will quickly got his act together and stood still.
My bad. My bad.
He apologized. That's what I thought. Anyways, I'm finna go run to my room right quick and get the reefer. Y'all make yourself comfortable.
Not gonna lie, Will is fumbling this two-man with
He
Markel.
is kinda fumbling,
Every
I'm not
time
gonna
this dude
cap.
talk, it's always something disrespectful. I know Markel never gonna invite him to
Yeah,
Wendy's
Markel's
again.
definitely.
He might
He's
be
like, you know
wondering how
what?
she
You
even
stay
got
your
to meet
ass
these
home,
young
bro.
men. Vernita had met Markel at LA Fitness, and he was the personal training sales manager. And he had offered her some home personal training sessions, as long as she didn't tell his manager about it. And she only agreed to it because, and I quote this from her words, not mine, I could make him a victim to my good, tender and that's how we're in this situation now. Also, Markel brought his friend with him because he's a real homie. If he's eating, the whole squad is eating. I like that mindset.
I
All right, let's
guess.
continue.
I guess, man. You know, I guess.
Anyways, now that I
I
was
guess.
back in my room, I quickly made my way over to my walk-in closet. Once I opened my safe, I grabbed my favorite kind of reefer, a pack of backwoods cigars, and my lighter. I dashed over into my bathroom just to make sure I still looked dazzling. Now staring at myself in the mirror, I grabbed my brush off my marble bathroom countertop and lightly ran it through my silver hair. I had to call Keisha to have her give me a touch-up.
Not Keisha.
Commented to myself. I then leaned close into the mirror and analyzed my makeup. My mascara, foundation, and lipstick was still on point. I looked left.
Okay, she kind of calmed down a little bit. All right.
Yes, Lord, I looked good. I chuckled, sticking my tongue out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quickly dashing out the
Oh, no.
bathroom. I heard my cell phone buzzing as it charged on my nightstand. I froze for a moment, tempted to answer it. But f it. Baby, I didn't have time to check it. Whoever could have been calling me at this moment was just gonna have to wait, cause I was ready to get high, drunk, and suck some big dicks. And I might just
right.
eat their ass today.
What?
I was ready
What?
to let it all go
Huh?
this afternoon.
Huh?
Shoot, Will was right. She is a thought. I've seen all
Yeah.
types of freaky in my life,
Yep.
but eating grown man ass is crazy.
Yeah,
You
that's-
know
that's
those cheeks
crazy.
Are hairy.
That's
Now, feet
crazy.
away
That's
from the
actually so
living room,
crazy.
I
She's a
came to an
freak.
abrupt stop when I saw Markel and Will were now completely naked, sitting on my nice white Italian leather
Oh, no.
living room couch.
Shh, them dudes are wasting no time.
Yeah,
man.
they
ready
I
to
was
get their
say.
freak on.
They said fuck
Baby,
foreplay.
My mouth shot wide open in shock, but it wasn't them being naked that had me stunned. They were making out.
What?
Yes. Kissing each
What?
tongues all deep down each other's throats. Their eyes were closed and everything, as if they were in love.
What?
And they were stroking. Oh,
Oh hell no! Hell no! Hell what?
Sal, take me home now, Lord Jesus.
They into each other
Screamed to the
too?
top of my lungs. What the hell are y'all doing?
Chapter 1.
Chapter
I'm
1.
Lost for words right now. That was singly one of the greatest pieces of fiction I've ever read in my life. You had world building, drama,
What the fuck is
and
happening?
turns all in the first chapter of your book. And the cliffhanger,
Bro,
which makes you want
what?
to rip to the next page. I can't.
What
ever
just
read a
happened
long
is
like this. I don't
what
know
just
happens
happened? Like
next.
you
Will
said,
Vegeta
what?
not vibe with this and kick them out, or are we about to see the movie Challengers Part 2?
Stop,
Find out
stop.
next
Yo,
time
you
on
gotta stop.
Dragon Ball Z.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Oh, that was
Nah,
good.
we're about to read this together right now.
Huh?
I just need to know.
Huh?
Chapter 2.
What in the hell are y'all doing?
Oh no.
Still standing there shocked. I couldn't believe what my wide eyes were observing. These young niggas were crazy as hell. They thought this was okay. I did not get down like this at all. I was still a bit old school.
Oh, she don't like
Come on, Miss
it.
Bernita. You gotta be more progressive than
I'm
that.
about to
If you see
say,
2K dudes
you
kissing-
can't be this freaking, you cannot be this horny and not be this, like, you can't do this. You can't do, oh shit. You can't do this. You can't be that horny and not be this progressive. Come on. Come
It's
on.
okay. I did not get down like this at all. I was still a bit old school.
Come on, Miss Vernita. You gotta be more progressive than that. If you see 2 gay dudes kissing, you gotta join in. That's how I be showing I'm an ally.
Huh?
Marcel
Huh?
said, suddenly pulling himself off Will. But then a gigantic smile came across my face. Y'all don't need to stop. I loves it. It's gonna be very, very interested. Guess there was a first time for everything.
Oh no, she's a real freak.
And then you
Okay,
can
she's a
probably
real
assume
freak. Okay.
What happens after this? That's enough reading for one sitting. I
Yeah.
gotta say, this is one of the greatest books I've ever read.
Alright, bro.
It's one of the only books I've ever read, but one of the greatest. After reading it, I can already feel my vocabulary increasing. I say big black almost every day now. Hopefully you guys had
Stop.
as fun as a time
Stop,
listening
man.
to me read it as much as I did
Please
reading
stop.
it by myself.
Please
And yeah,
stop.
that's all I really gotta say.
Alright.
So in conclusion, if you're in school,
Yep.
add this to your reading log.
No. Y'all don't do that, please. Alright, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good though. That was something. That was something. I don't know if I'll read that, but that was an experience, y'all. You know, that was